In this video, we're going to cover how to make your offer persuasive. So let's say that you're selling a product or a service, for example, phone cases. There are many different ways you can persuade your audience to buy it, right? You can describe the features of it, you can explain its benefits, you can showcase customer reviews, you can offer a discount. These are called angles, and different people in your audience will be persuaded by different angles. So if you want to build a highly successful advertising campaign, your ad should be persuading your audience to take your desired action through multiple angles. Whenever I start working with a new client, I often see that their ads are all using the same angles, or a very small number of angles, which reduces the likelihood of having a successful campaign, because there are so many angles you can use to persuade your audience, and this is where ChatGPT comes in. You can ask it to give you those angles for your specific offer. So in this video, we're going to go through a set of prompts that you can ask ChatGPT to help you make your offer more persuasive. All the prompts in this course are focused on selling products and services, but you can adapt them for any other offer as well. So let's go through the prompts using phone cases as the example. Now, if you really want to understand how ChatGPT will make you better at advertising, pause this video and make a list of every persuasive angle you can think of for selling a phone case. And I guarantee by the end of this video, it will give you multiple ideas that you haven't thought of. Alright, so here's the first prompt, nice and simple. Give me 5 unique angles for selling phone cases in my advertising campaign. Now remember, you can add more details to this if you like. For example, if your offer is targeted at a specific audience, then you can add that to the prompt as well. But I'm keeping my prompt simple so I can teach you the advertising principles behind each one without getting too deep into any specific product or service, alright? So consider these base level prompts that you can add more details to if you want to. Also, you don't have to ask for 5 of anything, you can ask for any number you want. I like using the number 5 because that gives you a variety of options to choose from without it becoming too overwhelming, and you can always ask ChatGPT for more later if you want to. Now, as a quick side note, there's a lot of new AI gurus who are talking absolute nonsense and making their prompts overly long and complicated. Like for this prompt we're about to cover, they'd write it like this. I want you to pretend you're an experienced advertiser and you're selling high quality phone cases. Now, I'd like you to provide me with 5 unique angles that will persuade potential customers to buy these phone cases. These angles should be presented in bullet points and please make sure they're engaging and interesting. Most of that is absolute rubbish, alright? And these gurus either have no idea what they're doing or they're purposefully making their prompts longer and more complicated because they think it makes them look smarter, but it really doesn't. I'd recommend just getting straight to the point. Tell ChatGPT what you're looking for and keep it as concise as possible. It will save you a lot of time and effort. You'll be less likely to confuse ChatGPT or yourself. And if it doesn't give you the response you want, you can always edit your prompt and try again. But normally it gets it right the first time. Alright, so that's just a little side note. So this is our first prompt and here's ChatGPT's response. So if we're selling phone cases, we can create ads that focus on these 5 angles: style and personalization, protection and durability, enhanced functionality, eco-friendliness and sustainable materials, and health and hygiene. So this is a great start, and if you wanted to, you could ask ChatGPT to give you 5 more and it would do that immediately. Now, when it comes to advertising, some people are more persuaded to purchase for emotionally driven reasons, and other people are more persuaded by logic driven reasons. So the next 2 prompts are to get angles for both types of people. So prompt number 2 is, give me 5 emotionally driven reasons for my potential customers to buy phone cases. So we can focus on giving them peace of mind that their phones will be protected without having to worry about damage or expensive repairs. Or we can position the phone case as a thoughtful gift for friends and family. Or we can highlight that their phones hold sentimental value and life's memories in the forms of photos, videos, and messages, and our phone cases will protect them. Or we can associate our phone cases with specific communities and people with shared interests. So for example, lots of people have phone cases featuring their favorite sports team, but you could do that with any other type of shared interest too. Or finally, we could highlight the aesthetics and visual appeal of our phone cases, and they're simply beautiful to hold and admire. So every time they pick up their phone, they'll feel satisfied. Alright, so hopefully you can see how powerful ChatGPT is at giving you these immediate answers instead of you having to spend ages thinking about it, or even worse, you miss some of them out completely, right? So those are emotional angles we could use. Now, that leads us on to prompt number 3, which is, give me 5 logic-driven reasons for my potential customers to buy phone cases. So now ChatGPT has given us these angles. We can focus on how our phone cases can provide protection, they're durable for everyday wear and tear, they increase the resale value of phones because they'll be in better condition, they provide a better grip so you don't drop your phone as much, and finally, they come with additional functions like built-in card slots, kickstands, and wireless charging capabilities. Alright, so when you have a campaign that appeals to people's emotions and logic, the amount of persuasion you're delivering is much stronger. And once again, some people will be more persuaded by emotional angles, others by logical angles, so it's great to include both in your campaigns. Now, another highly effective approach is to highlight why your audience's life would be worse without your offer. Many of my clients, when I first look at their campaigns, they only focus on explaining how their offer will improve their audience's life, which is great, but it's even better to also highlight how their lives would be worse without it, because studies have shown that generally, people want to avoid pain more than they want to seek pleasure. So that's where the fourth prompt comes in. Give me 5 problems potential customers have if they don't buy phone cases. So you can highlight the increased risk of water damage from spilling a drink, the rain, or dropping it in the bathtub. It'll be harder to grip and handle their phones without a case. Dust and debris could get into their phone's ports, speakers, or buttons, which could reduce their functionality. If their phone gets damaged, they would get less money if they sold it in the future. And finally, their phone would just look like every other phone if they didn't have their own personal case on it. Alright, so we've now covered general angles, emotional angles, logical angles, and problem angles. Now, the next prompt is to help you differentiate your offer, because when your audience sees your offer, many of them will think, why should I buy it from you and not from somebody else that's offering something similar? So we can ask ChatGPT, give me 5 points that I can use to differentiate my phone cases from competitors. So here we go. We can focus on our unique and innovative designs, superior protection and durability, the different features our phone cases offer, the fact that ours are sustainable and eco-friendly, whereas many others aren't recyclable, and then finally, we can offer exceptional customer service, and that can even include a special guarantee. So instead of just offering a normal 30-day refund policy, we could offer a 1-year guarantee that if your phone case breaks during that time frame, you'll replace it for free. Things like that. Alright, so instead of just saying how great your offer is, you should also emphasize how it's better than other offers. Now, as much as you try and persuade people to buy any product or service, they may have objections to buying it. So it's always good to know what the common objections are for your offer so that you can address them in your ads. So that way, when they arrive on your sales page, they're ready to buy instead of still having those objections. And by the way, I know this course is for ads, but you can use these prompts for absolutely anything, whether it's your sales page, your organic social media posts, your emails, anything you want. Anyway, so here's the prompt. Give me 5 objections potential customers may have about buying my phone cases and how I could respond to each. So these are the common objections. The price is too high, I'm not sure if the case will fit my phone, I'm worried the case will be bulky and make my phone look worse, I've had bad experiences with phone cases in the past, and I'm not convinced the case will protect my phone adequately. Alright, and since we asked this, ChatGPT has also given us responses to those objections. It's amazing, right? So those are the 6 prompts for making your offer persuasive. In other words, giving you a variety of angles that you can use in your ads. We've covered general angles, emotional angles, logical angles, problem angles, differentiation angles, and objection handling angles. And these can be reflected in your ad creatives, so your images and videos, and in your ad copy, so your headlines and captions. This will make sure that your campaigns have a lot of creative diversity and therefore a much higher likelihood of success. So now that we've covered the offer, in the next video, we're going to focus on getting to know your audience better. So let's move on to that now.